In this video, we are explaining about the RPC, Remote Pilot Certificate, or we can say Drone Pilot License. Here I am Adarsh, I am a mechanical engineer and I am working in drone industry. I am going through the technical things, drones and their basics and updates. Before entering to this topic, we have to know the basic drone rules. As a person who are interested to enter in a drone industry as a pilot, the person is getting the RPC based on the specific classification, categorization and subcategorization. They classified the drone based on the all up weight, which means the total weight of the drone before taking off, which means the weight of the drone plus weight of the battery plus weight of the payload. So the first session is nano. Nano means 0 to 250 grams. Then micro, 250 plus till 2 kilogram. Then when we are flying the drone as a nano class or a micro class, no need to get RPC if we are flying the drone for non-commercial purpose. That is very important point. Then the next session is small, which means 2 kg to 25 kg. Then medium, 25 to 150 kg, 150 plus is large. Then categorization. They categorized the drone based on the shape and design. So the first category is fixed wing. The same design as our normal aircraft. It needs the setup for takeoff and landing. Then the second one is rotorcraft. The same drone we can see in our normal life for videography and photography, which means it can make the takeoff and landing in a confined spaces, because vertical takeoff and landing is possible in this category. Then the third and last one, hybrid, which means the combination of fixed wing and rotorcraft. So it will get the both advantages of fixed wing and rotorcraft. Subcategory. They subcategorized the system as the first one, remotely piloted aircraft system, RPAS. Then the second one, model remotely piloted aircraft system. Then the last one, autonomous unmanned aircraft system. Whenever we are going to take an RPC, we have to go through this, the specific classification, specific category and subcategory. For example, I have the RPC in the classification is small, which means 2 to 25 kg. Then the category is rotorcraft, subcategory is RPAS, remotely piloted aircraft system. So I can only fly the drone in this specific category, subcategory and classification. For example, whenever I am flying or I am going to fly a fixed wing, I have to get the separate RPC. Or the next one, if I am flying the drone which has the all up weight more than 25 kg, I have to get the different RPC in medium class. So that is the concept. If you are having the RPC in medium class, which means 25 to 150 kg of all up weight, you are not able to fly the drone which has the all up weight less than 25. In each session we have to get the RPC separately. So the first part is done. Then the second part, the eligibility for RPC. The basic education qualification is 10th grade. We have to submit the 10th marks card. Then the age limit is 80 to 65 year age. Then we have to submit Aadhaar card as a primary ID proof. Then we need to submit the secondary ID proof as passport, ration card, voter ID or driving license. Any one of these we have to submit. Then the last and important point is medical fitness certificate as per eGCA guidelines. So the basic overview and the eligibility is done. Then the next part is course structure. Normally 5 to 8 days will be there. The first 2 days for theory session, it will cover the basic overview of drone rules India and technical sessions and maintenance, parts, and emergency situations. Everything we will cover in this 2 days theory session. On the third day, we have to attend one assessment based on the theory sessions. After passing the test, we will enter the simulation, which means the virtual flying. It will help to familiar with the remote controller with the system. Then after passing the simulation test, we will enter to the practical flying session in day 4 and day 5. So they will train you. Then on the 5th day, we have to attend the practical test. Then after passing the test, the institution, the RPTO, we can say Remote Pilot Training Organization, they will conduct the test, and after passing the test, they will give you the course complete certificate. Then they will go through the process, and based on the process, like 5 to 10 working days, you will get the RPC, official RPC, in eGCA website. Initially I mentioned you the course duration is 5 to 8 days. Normally we can complete the course by 5, but in drone flying the weather condition is very important. So based on the weather changes, it may extend to 5 to 8. That's it. Then the one more thing, eGCA platform, the RPC will reflect in eGCA platform, and we have to create one profile as a remote pilot, and RPTO will guide you for creating the profile.